everybody. Thanks for joining us today. We are, my name is Kirsten Jensen, and I'm located in Idaho County. And we're going to be sharing with you a program called Family Fun with some physical activity today. I have a co-presenter on also.
Hi, my name is Kathy Tift. I'm also an extension educator. I'm in Lewiston. I just want to mention that I currently can't see our PowerPoint, our presentation. Does somebody have that to put up for us? I work out of an office in Lewiston. And this is not usually an area that I work in, but I love it. So I'm looking forward to today.
Okay, can everybody see that? Are we good for, okay, great. Bear with us because this is the first time Kathy and I have done this this
they
program.
Would have never known, Kirsten. They would have never known.
Anyways, we would like to welcome you all, and we do have a few other U of I employees online helping us, including Miranda Small, who's our other educator here in Idaho County, and she's gonna help us work through some of this technology. So, and again, as I think somebody mentioned, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat box. So what is U of I Extension? It's practical education you can trust. It says it all right there. We've been around for over 100 plus years. We're located all throughout the United States, and in Idaho County, I think we're in 42 counties. Or excuse me, in Idaho, we're in 42 counties, not Idaho County. And as you can see, that we cover a lot of areas with all of us educators. So we are within each of these UI Together series. We try to focus on one of our really cool videos that highlight some of our programming. And so we are going to show you that next.
The slide went away.
I know Miranda's going to share hers.
Oh, that's right. I apologize.
University of Idaho Extension is helping Idahoans care for private and public lands through education to landowners, natural resource managers, and forest industries. From forest insects and diseases to wildland fire, stream protection, rangeland conservation, and logger education, UI Extension is guaranteeing the sustainability of our land for the future.
Thanks, Miranda. So if you'll stop sharing, then I'll. There. Okay. So today, as I mentioned before, I'm located in Idaho County. My area of expertise in programming lies in health, nutrition, and fitness. So I focus on delivering programs and different camps, and I work with different clients, as you can see, of all ages and abilities. And so that's kind of my focus area here.
And I work in healthy aging and mental health programming for the most part. And that's just a nice picture of a group I worked with at a town hall meeting in Cottonwood, Idaho. And we have a poll for you. Be pretty quick. I think there's 7 of us.
Yeah. We'll just give a few more seconds for people to answer.
Yeah.
Questions. 4 separate questions.
Oh, good. I'm glad you said that.
Oh. Oh, we do have some kiddos in there. Awesome. Hey, I think we gave everybody a chance to offer or answer. Okay, so we have both adults and kiddos today. So thank you for joining us. Okay, so today, part of the family fun with physical activity is we are going to be talking to you about and showing you a little blurb of one of our curriculums that we just created. Well, we've been creating over the past few years, and this has just been published this past summer, and it is called 5 for 5, 5 minutes to better health. And this is a curriculum, as Kathy can see, she's holding up the actual bound curriculum. This is also available for downloading for free through the UI Extension publishing site, which Miranda will put in the chat box, the link, if you'd like to have a copy for your very own. Basically, we wanted to introduce a research level curriculum that introduces more options to be available for being more physically active. And we wanted to introduce it and get it out there for all ages and also all physical abilities. So this curriculum covers 5 main components of health. And as you notice, we've got some really great graphic people up there, and it's all color coordinated. So we've got mindfulness, and all the mindfulness activities are blue. And then we have cardiovascular endurance. All those are color coordinated as red. Then we have muscular strength, where all of those are colored yellow. You can see the little individual with resistant bands. And then we have muscular endurance and bone strengthening, which is all green. And then we have also balance and flexibility together, which comes out all pink. So we're very excited about this curriculum, and we believe that I just got it into all of our local school district, and so it's a really great curriculum to use in your programming or in your lives with your families, with your kids, with your parents, because it is, again, open to all levels. So we are going to actually go through some of these activities today with you. But first, I would like you to answer the poll about what are your barriers to being physically active on a regular basis. So if you could just take a few seconds and answer the current poll. Just is one question, and mark any and all that could be barriers to you. Okay, did everybody get a chance to answer?
Oh, Madison is letting us know that the poll is only allowing one answer. So that's good for us to know.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting. Huh, okay. Well, my bad. But these are as you can everybody see the different options for barriers? So these are oftentimes when I'm out working with different ages and levels, and whether it be a group of kids or a group of adults, or just an individual of all varying abilities. These are kind of the common barriers that come up with why aren't you more physically active? Why do you not allow more opportunity for being more physically active in your life? And so these are kind of the 7 most common barriers that I come across. And the nice thing about this curriculum is that it talks to each of those barriers as far as cost. This is all stuff that you can do on your own, in your own home. As far as knowledge of how to correctly perform, this curriculum takes you through verbatim, word for word, on how to, how if someone like myself is an exercise instructor, that automatically you will now have that knowledge to be able to share with the folks that you work with, whether it be your family or professional. Fear of injury. Again, all of our descriptions of all the different exercises take that into account. And so obviously we can't guarantee people when they start an exercise program are going to be completely injury free. But if you do these as they're written up, you have a much greater chance of not being injured. As far as motivation and energy and lack of time, hopefully having access to this curriculum will provide you with greater opportunities to have that time. So thank you for filling that out. And before we begin our activities, please make sure that you kind of have ample space around you. And some of these activities will require some balance. And so you might want to have a chair or a wall or a counter close to you so that you are safe in doing these. And so we're going to start with the first component. I'll let Kathy go ahead and start.
Is it okay if I take out the poll? I just did, so hopefully it's okay. All right, yay, let's have some fun. All right, as Kirsten mentioned, 5 for 5 has several components of physical activity. The first one we want to do together to demonstrate, and we definitely would like you to join in, is mindfulness. Mindfulness relates to being intentional about our thoughts, our movement, and our actions. Using mindfulness strategies may help with relaxation and improved well-being throughout the day. So I'm going to ask you to find somewhere to sit comfortably. There you go, with your shoulders back, because that's going to open up your chest. You can have your hands on the arm of your chair or just resting comfortably in your lap. And we're going to use some breathing techniques to help us focus, concentrate, and relax. So to do that, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and think about a color, your favorite color, or a color that relaxes you, calms you. And we're going to take 5 deep, slow, cleansing breaths. So let's breathe in together. In and out, and in and out. And you can do these at your own pace. You don't have to copy me. In and out. Let's do a couple more. In and out. Last one. In and out. Okay, those were just some slow breaths to help you clear your mind and think about something specific. Being able to do that again will help you focus and concentrate. But also just putting all that, deliberately putting some oxygen into your blood and running that through your body is a good thing for your overall well-being. So that is component 1. I did want to mention, Kirsten mentioned this once, but I'll just repeat it. If you have any questions during this presentation, please do put those in the chat box. And I would say that we'll answer them at the end, but the truth is Kirsten will answer them at the end. So we're going to go on to our second component, which is cardiovascular endurance, and Kirsten is going to talk to you about that.
So cardiovascular endurance, what is it? I mean, that is where you are working your heart. The heart is a muscle. Like other muscles in your body, it needs blood and oxygen to work. And by doing cardiovascular exercises, it increases your breathing and your heart rate, and it helps keep your heart, lungs, and your circulatory system healthy while improving your overall fitness. So I'm going to ask us to all to stand up. Make sure you have room to move. Okay. And you're going to start with your feet about shoulder width anytime you do any exercises, it's a good idea to keep your core tight because that helps protect your spine. And you're going to start with your right arm kind of at a 90-degree angle with your elbow next to your side. And your left knee will come up as your right arm comes up, and then alternate. Right arm, left knee, left arm, right knee. And you can do this at your own pace, where you feel steady. And the really neat thing about this curriculum is it's designed to be completed in 5 minutes time. So that means you can pick one component, one activity from each of the components, and do that for up to a minute, and then grab another activity from another component. And you will have increased your physical activity by 5 minutes. We'll just go 30 seconds today, because we only get 30 minutes to do this whole thing. Okay, you might as well stay standing, just so you know. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to move on to muscular strength.
Okay. Muscular strengthening activities include resistance training and weightlifting, which causes the body's muscles to work or hold against an applied force or a weight. So today, if you have a resistance band, please get that puppy out. If you don't, then you can pretend you have one, and we'll go through the same motions. For an activity for muscular strengthening, we're going to do something called body squats. You're probably familiar with the word squats, what those are, but we're going to do them with a band. So I'm going to ask you, as Kirsten said, to stand upright, with your feet hip width apart, and having your feet pointed outward just a little bit, because that's going to help with balance while you've got the resistance band. If you are using that, please place it under your feet. Well, excuse me, specifically under your heels. All right. To get this right, I told Kirsten, I confessed that I practiced this yesterday, and so today I may have showed off a little bit because today I'm trying not to cry when I walk, but I'm fine. Okay, I'm sorry. So place the resistance band under your heels. As Kirsten said, try to hold your core tight. Hold the band up so your hands are 2 to 3 inches above your shoulders. I'm gonna resistance band squat backwards. Here we go. Okay, now while your hands are up, we're going to slowly bend down. Only go as far as you're comfortable. If anything ever hurts, you immediately stop. So we'll slowly bend down, pushing your bottom back and down, holding your head up so it keeps your chest open. Then we'll stand up and lower your arms. We'll do that again with your real or your imaginary resistance band. 2 to 3 inches above your shoulders, palms facing out. Lower your arms and stand up. Let's do 3 more of those. 1. Again, at your own speed, as slow, as quickly as you want. Generally, with muscle strengthening, slow is better because you're really working those muscles, making those muscle fibers stretch. But you need to be good to yourself. We're working our big muscles in our arms and our legs. And this is nice because part of this curriculum, you can order 2 of these resistance bands if you don't already have some, and it really makes a difference.
Kathy, Kirsten,
Yes.
Can you guys suggest a place where somebody could purchase a resistance band from?
Yeah, so you can get rolls of resistance bands off Amazon for pretty inexpensive. And then you just cut them to whatever size that you want. And resistance bands come in different colors. And the different colors you usually designate the amount of resistance you're going to feel. So yellow almost always is the lightest resistance. Red or green is about a medium, and red is usually the most resistance. And like I said, they usually come in a roll, and then you can just cut off the lengths that you need if you're working mainly with kids, or you want to work with your kids, or whatever. But they're not expensive.
I think my yellow one is a special superhero power one because it really feels like a lot. Really feel like I worked out. I say that to make myself feel better.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to muscular endurance and bone strengthening. So a lot of people ask me, what's the difference between muscle strengthening and muscular endurance? Muscular strength is usually the amount that you can lift, amount of applied force that you can apply to a muscle at any given time. And muscular endurance is how long then you can exert force over a period of time. And that exertion of force on that muscle, from that muscle to that bone, anytime that muscle contracts and exerts force on that bone, it helps promote bone growth and strengthening. And that is why it is crucial that you participate in both types of activities. Okay, so for muscular endurance, we're going to do side bends with a leg lift. And again, as you'll notice, besides the resistance band, all of these are done with just your own body weight. So for this one, we're going to, you can stand upright again, and you can either have your hands about feet hip width, place your hands either on your hips, or you can clasp them overhead, whatever you feel you have the most balance. So you're going to slowly bend at the waist to one side while raising the opposite leg straight out. But you can't see my legs with this camera, but so if I'm bending this way, I'm going to I'm going to raise my right leg out, come back to center. And now switch to the other side. I'm going to bend over to my right, lift your leg out, and back to center. And then you just keep going. And your own leg will be its own weight. So you don't need any added extra weight because you already have the weight of your leg. And like I said, you can also do it with your hands clasped overhead if that's easier for you. Keeping that core tight as you go. Let's do 5 more. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Anybody feeling tired yet? Okay. Now we're going to move to the balance component. And before Kathy starts, just a few words about the importance of balance and flexibility. As we all age, our natural stability muscles, which help us keep our balance and stability, if they're not worked or practiced on, they will get weaker. And then that's when our balance and our flexibility start to go. And the number one cause of injury for older adults are falls. And so working on your balance at all ages and flexibility is crucial. Okay, Kath.
All right. So the last one not the last one, sorry. We're going to talk about balance.
Balance.
Balance activities require stability, which helps to prevent falls, increase agility, and improve confidence. A lot of those things Kirsten was just talking to us about. So the one that we're going to practice today is called the tree. So again, please stand up. I'm going to stand next to this cabinet back here because this one does really test my balance. So what this one is, standing on, again, your legs about shoulder width apart. Make sure you feel stable before we start, so your feet feel good connected to the floor. Stand on your right leg, lift your left knee, and then swing it wide, placing your foot, whoops, I already lost my balance, placing your foot either above or below your right knee, not directly onto your knee. So you can go really high if you want, or my preference is down here. Okay, and then you can raise your arms for balance if you like, one or both, but now we're a tree. What we're going to do is switch the leg, and this one I tend to go slower on this exercise. So place your weight comfortably on your left leg, lift your right knee up, swing it out, place it above or below your left knee. Whoops, got it on the second try. And hold it there. You can hold your arms up in the air or at your hips, whatever feels comfortable. We'll hold that for maybe a count of 5 to work on our balance. I tell you, my foot is rocking all over the place, but I'm holding it. Okay, and let's switch sides. So we'll put that foot down. Weight on your right leg, lift your left knee, swing it out. Place it above or below your right knee. Use your arms as you choose to help with your balance. See, this is already feeling better to me on my third try. I'm holding my balance better on my foot. 3, 4. Okay, let's switch again. One last time. Go to our other leg. Pick up your right knee and swing it out. Place it against your side of your left leg. Use your arms for balance, however you choose. Just really feel yourself balancing on that foot. Bend your knee a little bit if you need to. Be comfortable and hang on to something if you want to. I've already done that 3 times during this exercise. All right, thank you.
Hey, we are about out of time, so I'm going to just show you the flexibility one so we have an opportunity to answer questions. And just in the curriculum, these are just 5 activities we chose to present to you today. And in the curriculum, all of the activities are listed just like this, with the name, the graphics showing how to perform the activity and how to do it. In addition, we have what we call incentive items. And some of these I'm most excited about, especially these player cards that you'll see Kathy's holding up. On one side, in every activity are listed on these player cards. They're a little bit larger than the size of a deck of cards. You've got the activity on one side, and then the descriptor of how to do it on the other side. And again, all color coordinated. Plus we have these really cool water bottles. So these are some pretty neat things that we did. These are not available for free. However, if you want them, we can work out a way to get some to you. So